But having my twins, I got pregnant at 42 and had them at 43. It was the strangest, most horrible and wonderful experience of my life. I was stuck in the hospital from August 24th till October 28th.
Wow.
I was in there non-stop because they were mono twins. And when you have mono twins, they have one sac, one placenta. There's no division between the twins. When the doctor first told me I was pregnant, I said, great, let's look. He says, okay. And so at first he told me I had 5 eggs and 3 sacs. So we were going to have a softball team, no matter what. We said, okay. And my poor husband just kept looking in the back of the truck. And why are you looking in the back of the truck? Because I have no idea where we're going to put 3 baby seats in this truck. So he had to go out and buy an even bigger truck. Anyway, I went into the hospital, and the only things I could do was watch TV. So I would see some really, really good things on TV. For example, the same year that I was in the hospital, the Dave Matthews Band bus was giving a concert in Chicago. And I watched on TV the horror of them dumping their toilet tanks from the bus into the canal in Chicago. Well, everybody got over it, and they thought it was, after a while, they got fined, no big deal. The very next year, they played a big free concert with a big blow-up toilet in the back of it, which I thought was really appropriate. Let's see, the next thing I saw, we'll call this one the Purple Grains of Death. In sleepy Cary, North Carolina, that same time, I'm sitting there watching TV, and on comes this perfectly coiffed reporter. She is absolutely perfect. Every little hair in her head is perfect. She thinks she's got the biggest story on the planet. Okay, you can tell. They're interrupting soap operas for this thing. All right. They have found an unidentified substance in a kitchen in sleepy little Cary, North Carolina. They have no idea what it is. But because the reporter is there and everybody's looking at him, they call the CDC. Okay? Long story short, she goes around to each person in the crowd, asking them, do you have any idea what this could be? And she asks 5 people this. And they all, I don't know. It could be dangerous. We could have the hazmat people here. I don't know. Well, sure enough, Mr. CDC comes. He's by now got 8 microphones and a little podium in front of him. He's in a full hazmat suit. Takes the hat off, takes the little things off his head so he can speak clearly into the mic. We've discovered what it is, and we've discovered it pretty quickly. It happens to be Grape KoolAid.
Gosh.
One of the office personnel happened to have her child there, and he spilled Grape KoolAid on the kitchen counter.
Okay.
So, all of a sudden, the reporter, who I have never seen since, I have never seen that same girl since on the TV. She's like, yep, it's Grape KoolAid. So apparently we had the purple grains of death. in a
Cary.
little office in sleepy little Cary, North Carolina. The next thing I saw was pretty interesting. They actually, after the 4th week, they let me out. I could only go out for an hour. And they gave me to an intern so that I was safe going to McDonald's to get lunch, which I had not done in months because when I went into the hospital, the girls were 24 weeks. When they were born, they were 29 weeks. So I couldn't get out. They had to monitor them almost 24/7, which was fine. So they let me out with this lady, Michelle. Nicest lady on the planet. Very proper. This is an intern, so she's immaculately clean. Okay? And me, I'm a dirtball. Anybody that knows me will tell you I've got my hands in every little potted plant and chicken and everything else around here. So we go to McDonald's, and we're standing in line behind some gentlemen who are obviously very hardworking. Really hardworking. Their clothes are those blue uniforms that are very threadbare. And one of the guys turns around and he's literally got holes where his front pockets should be. Okay? And it's hanging over pretty far. His stomach is hanging over pretty far. And he's got the snug little blue pants like he hasn't changed his britches in 10 years because he thinks they still fit. So the other 2 gentlemen that he works with, they're covered with mud and crud from head to toe. He goes up to the counter. They've got their food. He orders his. Now, when there's a new McDonald's person at the cash register, because the manager sometimes will stand right there next to them, and he will show them what buttons to push and, how to greet the customer and all that. And that was great. She did really good. It must have been her first day on the job, or pretty close to it. So the manager is getting stuff ready for the other customers, and it comes time to pay for this big guy's food. Okay, and he's ordered quite a bit. And so everybody sees this in the entire place. I saw this. Michelle, the intern, saw this. She turned green. I thought she was going to faint. He reaches around the back of his pants and takes his wallet out of the butt crack of his pants. And I admittedly think of several things. Number 1, first question that occurs to me is, do you accept the money? Number 2, do you find someone you secretly do not like to accept the money for you? Or, number 3, do you give out the free food? She chose door number 3, and she gave it to him. Here you go. This is great. On the house. The manager, who did not see where he took his wallet from, looked at her, and he whispered, and she whispered back. And he went like this. There you go, sir. On the house. No problem. You're the umpteenth customer today. Here you are. So in the end, only one thing is paramount in the entire story, is that this is the best theft deterrent system I have ever seen.
Yeah, I would say
Because
so.
nobody's going there.